Here we are out walking and talking. A little introductory video to Law on Legs. A little mini series about language, religion, law. Yeah, so let's start from the beginning really. Before we learn to talk, we can learn to walk. And so as children we can be judged on our actions, our gestures. But until we've learned to speak, then it's our actions, our acts that count. Now legs. It's no coincidence that legs in Latin, lex with an X actually, means contract or law or the written word. That's strange that then suddenly the legs are legs. And see, when we're children and we can walk, suddenly we become mobile. So it's presumed that we're acting on our own intent, on our actions. Our actions become mobile. So then legs. Lex is contract or written law. Lux is light, and lex and leg and logos and logo. Light, lie, light as in light. All of these words are connected, same family of words. So the word legal is connected to the word leg, which is connected to the word contract. So that means your contract is in your legs, or you're judged by your actions. And so that seems to be where the word act or statute comes from. So then was the other question, what about law? Where does the word law come from? What's the difference between lawful and legal? Well, law, I don't know. The only place I could really find the word law was in the word folklore and oral law, an ancient Greek form of law systems. The Greeks had a lot of different systems, and so oral law or folklore would be laws passed through the spoken word, still using words, but spoken, because obviously years ago not everybody could read and write, and not everybody could read and write in every other language. So it's like we've got two levels of law. We've got the law of light, or the law of paper, the law of contract and law, written rules, regulations, laws. And on the other hand, we've got a verbal realm of words, spoken words. The government is there, set up. We've granted the government authority to protect us and our children. But the thing is, when we're young, we're never told to claim our sovereignty or anything. So even as we get old, we're almost presumed to be wards of the state or children of the state. And so if you're standing in what they think as being their playground, which isn't, it's God's earth, if you like, or nature, or whatever your divine name would be, this belongs to that divinity. So if I'm standing here, just because I'm at this seesaw, it doesn't mean to say that I'm a child. So for example, if you was living at home, then mother says you have to be in bed at 10 o'clock, then that's the rules that are made, and that's the rules you accept, because you benefit from that kind of agreement. It's a trust agreement, and so when you're in a trust agreement, and you're not bound as a trustee, then you're a beneficiary, in which case you're not bound to the trust. As we live in this this land, this state, this region, zone, that train passing there. Where was I? Yeah. As we're in this land, just kids messing around, we're presumed to be children, and we're treated in that way, as if we can't look after ourselves. So the government kind of probably presumes liability. That's the way I see it. And so, like the authorities and the police, or the supposed authorities and police and civil servants and stuff, I don't know, I've noticed this kind of a mother complex, you know, like, sit down now, comply now, be obedient, obstruction of the law. Yeah, there's that old saying, children should be seen and not heard. And I think it's actually a reversal thing. I think, it's like a legal maxim. You know, that children should be seen for what they are, and, what they say comes secondary. Although they should obviously be listened to, but that's not my point here. The point is, yeah, kids, there's a danger that we get presumed that we're just children. Yeah, so it's like, how do we assert our voice, our individual voice, our rights? And that's the question, and that's what this little mini-series is there to do, to take apart words, examine them, and have fun with them, and to empower ourselves a little bit more with the legal systems that all intertwine and overlay. So yeah.